Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to episode 19 of our Rookie to Champion adventure on World Snooker Championship 2004. Today we start our semi-final match in the British Open against Matt Hindle, as first of 11 frames. The first session, probably 4 or 5 frames will play today, depends on the speed of those frames. But of course, in the last match, you'll know if you didn't watch, I think that's fairly obvious, that we did beat our opponent, Hugh Lloyd. It wasn't without a struggle though. Hugh Lloyd did win 2 of the frames, but we came out the winner in the end. And now at the last 4 after beating Marzotti 5-0 and beating David Jork 5 frames to 4. A tricky game there. But today it's different, challenging Matt Hindle. Again, obviously not a real player. So let's see how good he is in this game. So without any further ado, let's go to Brighton once again to start the semi-final of the British Open. Let's see if we get an introduction this time.
Hello and welcome to this exciting semi-final match of the British Open.
It's time to welcome the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome Matt Hindle.
Quiet for the players, please. I can't believe we didn't get an introduction there. It's alright being Matt Hindle, but obviously we don't matter. But it's us who make the break in this first frame of the semi-final of the British Open in Brighton. Let's see how we get on. And unlike the last episode, we'll actually have some commentary from John Virgo and Dennis Taylor for the first 5 minutes. Not the worst break ever.
Set. The crowd have settled down. Let the play begin.
Let's see what Matt Hindle's made of then. What's he going to do off this first shot? Decent break for us. We kept the cluster together. Is he going to hit it straight in there? Surely not. Ooh, that was the finish of shots ever. Very impressive. He's very nearly snookered us there if it got behind the yellow. But a very thin shot. Very impressive, I have to say. Very nice from Matt Hindle. Let's try and do something similar. Unfortunately, that one red's got away from the cluster, but I think we've covered it with that blue.
His best move here would be a safety shot.
No doubt we're going to have a little bit of a safety battle at the start of this first frame. Bit of tension in this first frame, of course, just to see who will come out on top. And I think the first few frames will start to dictate that. The red's starting to be broken open a little bit more now.
He should be able to find a safe area for the cue ball.
Well, this is a bit awkward, isn't it? We can't. Well, we can actually get to that side of the cluster just about, but we'd have to hit it quite thick, and we don't really want to do that. So we might sacrifice this red, unfortunately. Have to try and hit it quite thin though, and we might be leaving a pot on here, but it's a tricky one. He certainly left us a bit of a tricky shot, being right at the back of the bulk there. And to be fair, we haven't done too badly out of that. We've got back to bulk successfully.
We'll try to get the cue ball back into the balk area here.
Oh, he's fluked a red. Well, he's broke the pack open and he's fluked a red.
What a shot!
That's unfortunate for us, but that will happen sometimes. As you can see, there was about 10 or 12 reds.
What a shot.
He took a risk really in breaking them open. He just hit the edge red. And he fluked one of the reds, but fair play to him. Let's see what he can do from this break now. Oh, what on earth has he played there? He's missed the blue by an absolute mile. Well, I don't know what he played there at all. Right, is this pink and the red touching? I think they are, aren't they? Yeah, I was about to say we could go for the red here, but it doesn't go anyway. But we've got this red here, which will go into the same pocket that he potted in earlier. We're going to give this quite a whack, hopefully. Bit of top as well. Try and break some of the reds up. But a very peculiar shot on the blue there. I thought he was bang on for to get that. Nice shot though there. We've got a red up the top of the table now, which is nice, and we're nicely onto the black.
There should be no problems for the next red.
Well, that's the ball you always want to get onto, of course. Most important thing is that you pot it. And there you go, the black's dropped. We've managed to separate the reds again. Is there a nice straight pot on this red? There certainly is. We might as well go for this. Maybe get a bit of screw on it. See how we do. I'd like to get back on the black again, ideally. Let's focus on the pot, though, more than position. And we've got the pot. And we've sort of got position. It's a tricky one. But it will go. It's a very tricky pot, this is. But we haven't really got the benefit of the overhead view. But we're just going to have to fluke it here. Try and go for it. That seems about right in terms of the angle. 5 triangles there. But we might fluke this. Hitting this very thin, so we need a bit of power on it to get to the pocket. There we go, it's dropped. Lovely.
16.
Great stuff. Got a red on the edge of the cluster here, which will go pretty much straight. Hopefully get back on the black again. Maybe not really hard enough, perhaps, to break that cluster. Are we going to pot this? We should do. Yeah, it's gone. And that's greatly on. Greatly? That's brilliantly onto the black. Greatly is a word, isn't it? Greatly? Yeah, greatly, yeah. Right, we're back on the black now. Get a bit of screw on this. And we're starting this first frame off like we want to. We're looking like a... oh, no, we're not. We just missed the black. That was close. Well, luckily, we got quite poor position, but he could get this long pot. Now he's missed it.
Well, he's certainly hitting great form, but he can't pot them all.
Be a good idea to take the red near the blue spot here.
That red near the blue spot this one is on about would be an opportunity, and I think he's actually right, probably. It's a tricky one, though. But I think we're about right on it. Might miss by a bit, and we might regret it, but it looks good. It's not in the heart of the pocket, but it's played well for us, and we're right on the edge of that pocket now.
Need a bit of luck with this shot.
Yellow's going to be a shot of choice here. Seems like the easiest one, and it keeps us on the table, so can't complain about that. Sometimes it's not about points, it's about... oh, well, it's sometimes about potting the ball. We just missed that there. Possibly too much power. We've got great position on this red. We did really well to get the positional play right. But sometimes you get one and not the other. Sometimes we've proven we can get the pot and not the position. He's touching blue. But sometimes you get the position and not the pot. That's unfortunate. Right, he's got a chance now. It's a great camera angle. I don't want to see his head. He's missed the green. I don't know what he's doing.
He was using quite a bit of side spin there.
I have to say, he's not giving the best representation of himself, is he here? Luckily, this red will go. But the black's a little bit out of commission now, isn't it? Because of that miss we had earlier in this red that's covering it. So that's a bit unfortunate. And the pink's a little bit out of commission as well. So, again, really unfortunate. Will the blue go here? The blue will go, but possibly the green might be the better shot to play. In terms of a dead cert of a pot. It's not really recommended to hit it hard towards this pocket, but we need to get it back down the table. It's dropped. Jolly good. Oh, nice. We've moved that red and the black. Not too much, but we've just tapped it, and that might be enough. Now this red... oh, it's going to... oh, actually, is that one going to go? Are they touching? Yeah, they are. That would have been an easier pot, so we're going to have to go for this one. It's quite a tight one. But luckily, we can use the red and the black there as a bit of a marker. We might as well go for the pot here rather than a safety. It's never going to hurt. And from the base of how Matt Hindle's played so far, he's not going to do very well. Oh, that's fortunate. We've fluked that.
5.
We really have. I wonder if we get a... no, we don't get a replay. But let's watch the replay on that. We fluked that shot. It wasn't really anywhere near... well, I'll say anywhere near. It wasn't really going in.
Let's see that shot again in the replay.
It was close to where the black was, the line of the black. But the black just tapped it and managed to put it into the pocket. And I think in that, we've managed to get position on the black. So that's quite unbelievable. And the black's back in play. I can't believe how lucky we've got with that. But not going to complain. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. That was close. That could have not cleared that red and the pink. But I can't believe how lucky we got with that. Now to try and pot the red. It's a tricky one. But it's probably the best option on the table. Again, a bit of in the luck of the gods here. Yeah, it's dropped.
13.
But we've not really got any position here. No, we're not going to put anything up the bulk either, are we? So, we're going to have to try this very tricky black. It's going to need something very thin. but something that does get it to the pocket, so we need a bit of power. And it's a bit of a shot to nothing this is here, but if the black goes in, it's a bonus. No, not really there. But luckily, we haven't left anything on, which is great. We're playing some good snooker this first frame. It's not all about the big breaks, which is a style of play we're known not to play. We're not very good at the whole big breaks thing, but as long as we can win matches,
safety shot here.
That's fine. Yeah, it might be a safety here. He's managed to put all the balls out of commission quite well, actually. So fair play to him. He's got to start potting some, though, I think. He can't just sit around all day thinking, I'll play some safety shots and then not bother to pot anything, but that's nicely up to the bulk. Top shot.
Play a shot to nothing here.
What's he going to play here? He's going to play this red that we fancied earlier. He's hit it very hard, and once again, got nowhere with it.
He's having no luck with the difficult
He's having no
today.
luck with any shot, never mind the difficult ones. Now, if that pocket wasn't covered, I would have fancied this red, but too much risk involved. So it's going to be this one, which actually will probably go. It's not touching the green, I don't think. No, it's not. That's fine. So as long as we've got our angles right, the red will go, and it will. Jolly good.
One.
Right, can we get rid of the black here? Is that the red might play? But no, the red might play a role, which is a bit unfortunate. Could have done with getting rid of that black there, really. This blue will go down the table. Might as well get the maximum amount of points possible when we can. Hit it quite hard. Hopefully get some sort of position on a red, but again, it's all about luck there, and that's a really hard shot. Very impressive. Does one of these reds go into the middle? Does that red go? I think it will. It's a tricky one though, isn't it? Very tight. Just need a soft shot here. It's worth a go though, to continue our break. No, it's not really anywhere near in the end, and we've opened up the reds.
On the black is worth considering.
No, we could have really took some more time to consider that shot, but let's see what Matt can do here. That's our first big mistake of the match. But let's see what Matt Hindle can do with that. Can he start to build a big break?
8.
Not really got any sort of position. The red nearest the pink spot, which he's going for, might go, but it's a tricky one. Yep, he's got it. Good shot.
9.
He's got position on the black now. Now he can show what he's really made of. We shouldn't really give him that opportunity, but it doesn't hurt in the first frame, just to see how good he can be.
He could go for position on the pink.
Just to see what we're up against. But the balls are quite nicely placed now, so it's not like he's created that opportunity for himself. And in trickier situations, he might not be able to pot these balls, but he's done okay so far. Oh, well, I just said he's done okay, and now he's blitzed it, really. He hasn't done anything with that. Does this red go? It does. Oh, it's a tricky pot. I know we probably should focus on the safety play, but sometimes you can fluke a pot, like he did at the start of the frame. And there you go, we fluked that. Did very well there.
Difficult one to pull off.
Now we've got a straight blue. Or a pink, actually, but the blue's going to be much better for position, and that's what we need, really, to win the frame. Yes, we need the points, but if we pop the pink, there's no position on the red, so it just seems silly.
This is the last red.
Not badly done there. And if we can get the red and the black, frame's over. And we're 1-0 up. Which is something we deserve, really. I think we've been much the better player in this frame. This red will dictate whether we do anything, though. No, it's not dropped.
That one not played so
No,
perfectly.
it wasn't really perfect, was it? It's a tricky shot, admittedly, those are. But we've given him a second chance now in this frame to get into it.
A nice clean pot.
And of course, going to go and pop the black. Admittedly, though, those colours in the bulk,
will get position here.
almost like a division sign. Those 4 colours at the bulk, they're going to be quite tricky to pot.
8.
And has he snookered himself on? Yes, he has. He's snookered himself on the yellow.
Be happy with that.
Well, how does he get out of this? Suppose he could go on the right-hand cushion. No, he's going to go on the top, I suppose, and he does. Has he snookered us? No, I didn't think so. Well, we're going to try and hit this one thin, get it back down the table. That's not bad at all.
Option but to use the rest for that shot.
He certainly can't get any pot out of it because it's touching the green. He's 16 back though, with 27 remaining. Oh, not bad there actually. Oh, is he snookered us, or has he left a pot
go
on?
for a snooker.
Oh, don't think it goes. It looks about right, but I think it goes just to the right hand side of the pocket, and anything else we play, it will go straight onto the blue. So, bit of a risk to play this Finn, because it could lead a pot on, but hit it hard, and sometimes you get a bit of luck. Have we missed it?
That was unexpected.
Oh dear. Well, we'd snookered him.
Now.
It's a free ball now for Matt Hindle. That's unfortunate. I thought we'd hit the yellow, but just missed it. And again, that's a third opportunity. It's a third mistake we've made in the frame. I'm just saying that, well, we've made a really good effort in this frame. But it hasn't really come to anything in the end. We're going to go for the pot here. So I think we've proven our safety play isn't very good. And that's not bad there. It's left on the top cushion. And Matt's going to have to work for this. But quite an extended first frame. No one dominating. Admittedly, both players making a few mistakes. And that's a good snooker.
Really
that's a really good snooker. Should be able to get out of it, though. But if we don't get out of it, which we might not do. Again, I'm not the best at this sort of play. If we don't get out of it, it might be the frame. Oh, very lucky there to get out of that. Oh, he's got position on this yellow now. This will test his metal. Nice pot. And he's really well onto the green. He's got to get the other side of the brown, though, to be able to pot that. I can't see what position he's going to be able to get on that brown. But he's got it, to be fair. It's not the perfect position, but he can go for this. Pots the brown. If he pots the blue, he'll be ahead in this frame for the first time since he fluked that first red. And he's missed the blue. Well, blue and pink, and we polish up the frame. Make sure we pop the blue. No, too hard. I knew it would be. Egypt. Plonker. Well, we've certainly not played our best this frame. Really haven't. Made too many mistakes, too many foolish mistakes. But amazingly, he's tried for the snooker there, hasn't he? And he's got it. Oh, he can't even come off the top cushion. I think this could be Matt Hindle's frame. Really could. Well, I've got no idea where this needs to come from, so I think we've bottled this. Oh, well, we got very lucky there. Let's get on the blue, but I think he can pot this into the middle. Yeah, it looks like he will. And Matt Hindle takes the lead of the frame at a very crucial point in this easy pig, which he will get here, surely.
I can't see anything standing.
We'll put him 1-0 up. Oh, he's missed it. Well, that's unbelievable. Right, so he's going to come down to the black then in that case. Interesting. Very interesting. As long as we pot the pink, which we should do. He's potted the pink. Now, it's a tricky black.
Well, the frame depends on this shot. Will he get the black?
Black looks fine to me. If we don't pot it, it'll be very unfortunate. But the frame's turned around once again. Matt should have really potted that pink. Whether that stays with him, I don't know. But we have polished off the first frame. We got a bit lucky there. But once again, we potted the ball.
Let's see that shot
Matt
again in the
didn't.
replay.
And that's how you win frames. Very close frame. There are only 11 points in it. And now it's Matt's turn to break in the second. Just having a swig of my apple juice there. Getting refreshed before the second frame. Good break there. Unfortunate that it hit the blue, but actually he's got away with it. Very much got away with that. Hit this edge red. We can't really do much about this. This looks about the best shot to play here. And we've separated some of the reds. But, oh, that was very close to being in the pocket. But there's a few long reds on here.
So tight in the jaws.
But he's playing a safety. I'm a bit surprised at that, to be honest, with some of the long reds that are on. Well, there was on for him, but not for us now, because that green's blocking them all. Good strategy, I have to say. Very well done. Up and down the table then. Will this work? Get back up, get back up, get back up. Go, 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 go. Nice. Perfect. There's a few reds that are on here. Whether he goes for them or not is a different question. And he's fluked another one.
It's not often
Well, that's
you
quite
see it.
unbelievable.
Yes, it's not very often you see that at all. He did very well to get it.
Can we see the replay? We can. I didn't even realise this would go in. Let's have a look. Apparently it was a cannon, but I'm not really sure about that. Okay, so the one red, right, the one red he hit off the other and, well, it's gone in. And that second one was going to go in as well if he hit it a bit harder. Pink should be the shot of play here. I doubt he'll get this into the middle, though. He missed the pink earlier to win the first frame, and he's missed it again.
He's played a poor shot.
Oh, dear. Well, he's going to have to sit down again. Not great for him. But this should be an easy pot. Get us on the scoreboard and get back up the table for a colour that's got a lower value, but as long as we stay on the table, that's okay. There we go. Good stuff.
The brown is lined up nicely.
Yeah, it is, Dennis. I agree. Get it up and down the table again. Just make sure we get the right angle to pot it.
If he keeps
Well, it wasn't exactly up and down the table, but there are a few long reds that are on now.
He might
Notably
play a shot
this
to
one.
nothing.
Should go. Got to be unfortunate not to. And there we go. We've got the long pot there.
Well, he has proved he can.
Oh, the black doesn't go.
Is
That's
a
unfortunate. We're touching the red there.
tremendous
What a shot. Let's look at it again.
The pink will go though. Amazing. I don't know how that's
Seems to be his only
possible,
choice here.
but we've really got a little bit lucky there. I thought John said the pink was his lucky choice, but no, it's our only choice, which is right there. Will that go? There we go. Nice.
Well,
Not the best position, but we've got the pot, which is the most important in these early
yeah, he
exchanges.
requires a safety shot here.
Yeah. Safety, 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 eh? Need to play it quite hard just to make sure we get it up to bulk. Go on, go, 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 go. I mean, the pot wasn't that far away, but we've got away with that. Look at that shot, brilliant. Unfortunately, we tapped the blue there, a little bit softer, and it would have been right behind the blue. He fancies this long pot, though. And he's got it, and he's done really well to develop the reds there. And he's got position on the brown. I would say the yellow he's going for there, though. It seems a bit of a strange pot. But he's
Nice
dispatched
clean
it.
pot.
Let's see what he can do from here. He didn't build up a sophisticated break last time out, but he's done it again. Oh, I was about to say, I thought that red was going in as well.
The reds are
He's
nicely
blocked
spread
he's blocked
out
the
now.
route off the blue there himself. That's unfortunate, but the brown will be the pot
The
of
brown
choice here, I
should
would
go
think.
back onto its spot after this shot.
There we go, there's the brown. Is he going to pot it? He certainly does.
Put the brown
And he's
away.
done well to get it back down the table. Is there a red on here, though? I think there is. Depends on which one he chooses. The one into the middle? That seems a bizarre choice. Might come to ruin about that. But he's potted it quite nicely, actually.
That's nice.
The composure he didn't show in the first frame, he seems to be showing here. I mean, I know he's only got a break of 9, so I think I need to calm down a bit. But for the standards of this match, getting a break more than 10 is a surprise.
12.
Well, he's ahead of us
Good
now.
position from the red near the pink.
Might bring the frames equal, but it's not conclusive. You know, he's going to struggle now.
Nice to see both players having a smile at each other. I believe they wished each other good luck before the game.
I've never met Matt Hindle. What's John on about? Oh, he does like his good joke, doesn't he, John Virgo? Such a shame that they're not going to be in Snoop. Well, he's missed the pink. Wasn't the easiest of shots, but he should have really potted it. Well, I'm going to miss John Virgo in Snooker 19. And Dennis, of course. Love a bit of Dennis Taylor. Good old Dennis, man. Good old Dennis. get the pot on the red and hopefully get enough screw to get it nicely back up the table. Where's the cue ball? Oh, we've done well there. Well, we either take the black, which I don't think goes, but it might, and I think that might be the best shot here to get position on another red. We could have gone for the pink, but we can use that later on in the game. We've potted the black.
8.
And the red's now on.
Well, there's a wide choice of reds on the table.
Red should go here. And then I think we can use that pink. If we don't get position, I don't think we will.
9.
There we go, we've potted that. Going to be tricky to get the black back in commission now, I have to say. Right, get this, get some backspin on it, and get it back down the table. Should be a nice straightforward pot.
That's good play from the lad.
Thank you, John. I don't think I've heard that one before. Well, I'm not surprised. We've never really played anything that's any good. Oh, that's a tricky red. We either go for that one or an equally tricky one that's down the table. To be honest, I think we've got more chance of potting this one down the table. I've never heard that one before from John. It's very rare I hear a new line from Virgo. But on that occasion we did, and it's not so rare that we miss a pot. And that's exactly what we've done there.
An obvious shot here.
What's he going for here? No, that red was nowhere near. What's he played there? He's gifted us great position on this red.
It looks like he's going for position on the pink.
It's not a bad shout, Dennis, actually. Let's try and win the frame on this visit, shall we?
1.
Not with that sort of play, blimey.
I think it might be a good idea to nudge the black.
This is a nasty shot. Think it goes, though. No, nowhere near. I don't know what we were playing there. Goodness knows. But we tried it. Sometimes they don't come off. I can't believe how far away that was. He's tried to get the red out there, but all he's done is just put it close to the pocket. But there's no way through. It's so annoying when that happens. Ah, well. Just got to play a safety again. Bit hard, though, here. Just in the fret. It might hit the second red. And that'll obviously slow down the cue ball. But no, it didn't. And come on, come on, come on. No. We haven't covered that red on the middle pocket. Bit more power, and it would have been just behind that yellow, but he's going to reap the rewards for the position he made earlier, which is fair enough. Again, it seems like this is going to be a very close frame. Who's going to come out on top, I do wonder. I have to say, a lack of good snooker played really so far in terms of big breaks.
The red near the black will give him good position.
But sometimes the scrappy games, which really no one's got any momentum so far, and that's the exciting bit. If we were getting centuries every frame, it'd be a bit boring. I'm not saying I wouldn't like to get centuries every frame.
That's put him in the lead.
But, albeit in these first few, we failed to. He's gone in the lead again. How long can he stay there? He's missed that red. I have to say, the pressure gets to him really easily. Hit this nice and soft, just get it in the position. Really, we want the position where the red is if possible. Scores are back equal again. Nicely onto the black. Hopefully get onto the cushion that second red's on. No, it wasn't really. Well, it's not too bad.
Put him back in the lead again.
We've potted the black though, and we could have a nice straight pot on here for the red. Just need to concentrate. It's nice and slow. That might help it. And there we go. It's dropped. Does the black go now? If we've made the position, I'm not sure with that red being there. Oh, the circle buttons have just been held down. There we go. The black will go here, I'm sure. This will be another 7 points. And we'll be down to the final red.
Well, one more.
We've got nice position on that red now. We're starting to get a little bit of momentum, you might have noticed. Nice and soft. Onto the black. Good pot. Well, it's not really on the black, but the pink will do. Again, that's a tricky pot, isn't it? Might be worth trying the black, to be honest. It's about as easy as the pink into the middle. Can we pot it? We can. Good pot.
Nice pot
And we've got a bit of fun. He's got a bit fortunate there. Could have gone into that middle pocket with the cue ball, but it says we need to be careful here. We get this yellow, and it means that Matt has to clean up everything on the table. Well, we've missed it by quite some way. Still need to work on those shots. Has he missed the ball?
I think he'd play a safety
I
shot.
don't believe that. No, the reality doesn't go, does it here? No. Well, rather than playing a safety, we've really got this in our command here. Unless he gets a good snooker, we're just going to put it up next to the yellow and see what he can do. Let him play the tricky shots. But amazingly, we're nearly half an hour into this video. I think, no, actually, about 35 minutes. And we've only played, well, one full frame. But I don't know what he's played there, whether he's just trying to get us to perhaps make a mistake and pop the cue ball. I'm not sure. There we go. The yellow's down.
If he gets this one, I'm sure the frame will be his.
Well, we might as well just belt it down the table, this green. We've got enough of chance. We've got as much chance as anybody. That's decent, but we've left the green on. But at least it's not an easy pot. He's missed it. And there we go. It's much easier for us. Nice and soft. And that'll be frame, ball. And we'll be 2-0 up in this semi-final.
A nice clean pot.
Now can we clean up the table like we did last time? Oh, it's going to be tight here, isn't it? Not really focused on the screw there. Once, oh, well, we didn't get anything out of that. Don't know how we possibly did that. I think because the blue was blocking our way to the pocket, and that distracted me a bit more. But I think he's going to go for the snooker here potentially. It's the only way he can win the frame, and I don't blame him. There's only a few points in it. Might as well hit it thin. Try and get it in the pocket. Ain't going to hurt. We're not going to concede a foul, I don't think. Ooh. Tempting with the pot. Whether he's that gullible, I'm not sure.
Well, he's
nearly potted the white, and ooh, it was nearly a class shot, that was, but albeit it wasn't. And when we pot this brown, we should do. That's frame over.
4.
Get the blue just to confirm it. And Matt Hindle hasn't quite been good enough here. Nicely onto the pink. The blue, the pink.
Exactly how to play that type of shot. Lovely.
Thank you, John. Right, let's get this right this time. That looks like the right angle to me. Unless I'm being blind. Very tricky shots these are. But this time it's in. We've potted it.
15.
We've not got the best position on the black. But it was a close frame last time. This time it's been nothing like a close frame. Might as well bash this. If it goes in, it's nice. But if it doesn't, we move on to the next. No, not quite. Oh, is it going to be the double? Is it going to be the double? Where's the black going? No, not quite.
15.
Never sure who would win that last frame with the lead changing so often.
But we're now 2-0 up. This has been tricky, this has. Not been the best game for us, but amazingly we're 2-0 up. We've just been clinical where Matt Hindle hasn't been. He's had the opportunities, I would say, but 2 frames for us, and that's a
Very
poor break.
mediocre break. Let's hope the rest of the game is more exciting.
Easy red on here. We've given him a chance very early on. And he's missed it. Well, he's dreadful. That's all I'll say. We'll just play this up to the reds. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing he can do with that. And there we go, that's a good shot. He's played a poor shot. Why? Because that red's on there.
There's only one free red. He needs to break up the bunch here.
Well, given his previous record, he's surely not going to pop this. Well.
What an arena this is. And for those of you watching who haven't got television sets, live commentary is on the radio.
Yeah, it's on 5 Live right now. Oh, you git. Right, let's just nestle it up behind the red. Can't get past the brow. That's the limiting factor. Well, he's hit the red, so it's not a foul, but he gets away with that a little bit. And we're going to play the shot we did earlier. Very simple. He's going to try and hit... Well, he's hit that red. Goodness knows why. Because there's a pot on now. No, I don't want to play on any fancy pants side. Nice and hard. Well, not hard, but, yeah. Adequately powered.
1.
But we're not really on anything here.
He can play the cue ball on the bottom cushion to make it safe.
Yeah, that's true. See if that ends up on the bottom cushion. That's fine, actually. That's a nice shot. There's an red on the edge here, possibly, but no, he's going for the safety, I think. Yeah, he's hit that very thin.
Oh, that's a good snooker. He'll do well to get out of this.
Well, the black that we developed earlier, we thought it was a good plan, but that's the ball that's blocking us getting to the the pack. As long as we don't hit the pink, any other ball will do. Well, we haven't even left that red on. We've got very lucky there. We've left nothing on out of that snooker. Usually we tend to leave some sort of pot on, but alas we haven't. Let's hit that one very thin. I don't think there's any way through. It seems to be a bit of a trend with this frame now that we're just putting it up to the pack of reds. Been a good safety battle for 5 or 6 minutes here. It's going to break at some point, I can tell you that. Well, that's another red that's gone.
Get side spin. Not too many
Another red out of the pack, but we'll take the pot here and get it back up the table. Not bad.
1.
Will the black go here?
It looks like he's going to play a shot to nothing.
Don't quite need it so hard, but needs some sort of power on it. But if the black goes, that's top banana, really. And we potted it.
Very good shot.
And we've got position on the red to add to it. Well, they obviously want to see this one again, so we'll humour John and Dennis, but we'll speed it up. You guys have already seen it, so there's no point playing it again. Been in the luck of the gods here, as we've said before, with these sort of shots. But we might as well go for the pot. I don't think it's going to drop it. No, it's not.
Yeah,
have we left it on, though, now? Oh, yeah, it will. It will go. And if you can get this, you'll get the black, but just how much you can develop the reds, I'm not really sure. Oh, well.
He's behind here.
I don't mind that sort of shot. He's hit the red in, but obviously no backspin used there. We're going to force him to continue. Certainly not a forced retake. That would mean he'd be back on the table again, but we'll take those extra 4 points. What's he going to play here? Yeah, good fin shot, but there's one red that's gone a little bit wayward.
Go for a safety shot here.
We're going to have to reply with an equally good safety. Not bad.
He's done well there. To
There is a long red on here that's a little bit further away from the pack.
Going all the way around the table is the best way of getting position here.
I don't think he's interested in this red though. No, he's not.
He's
well,
having no luck with the difficult shots today.
Unfortunate for him. Do we go for a long pot or do we take inspiration from what he's done and just get it back up the table? I think it'd be sensible to get it back up the table. So if we miss a tricky pot, there are a few reds that have started to develop here. Although the pack's quite nestled together still, so it's quite bunched up. I know it's not a horse race, but still, that was fortunate.
So close to the cushion.
It was obviously skillful, never mind fortunate. That's what we meant to do. Don't know about that. Oh well. There we go, it's a few more reds developed. But not really to his benefit. And now we can get the pot. I think what we might do here is just try and get some of these red developed. There's the pot. We're not really on anything. I know that we wouldn't be. We're actually on the brown, luckily, here. But there's a clear route through to the black if the reds weren't there. Brown's gone.
That was a forceful shot. A lot of power.
It's a nice shot. Few reds available here. I think we'll have to have a look at the angles.
There are a lot of reds to choose from now.
Yeah, we'll go with this one. Nothing hard. We don't need anything too hard here.
A nice clean pot.
Thank you, Dennis. Oh, the black doesn't quite go. That would have been a bonus if that would have gone. Right, let's try the brown here. I'm not very good at these shots, but we can always try. You can get it if you really want it. Desmond Decker, classic. If you don't know what I'm on about, search Desmond Decker. You can get it if you really want it on Google.
For the red near the
I am like John now, just talking about useless rubbish. Like having a cucumber sandwich, but belter of a song, that is. I'm not going to sing it though, might get a copyright claim. Plus it might start raining outside, so we don't want either of those things to happen. Desmond does it better than me, so I'll leave it to Desmond. There we go, nice pot.
Oh, that was a long pot.
Pink should go here.
I think he'll take the yellow for position.
Can we win this frame without any reply from Matt? That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? That would really put him down in the dumps at the end of this first session. There we go. That's the pink down.
7.
Black. This red looks good. Hopefully something soft so we can get on the black, but I don't think we'll be that fortunate. There's too many reds that will come into play if we try to go for the black. But you never know. We'll leave it open. No, it's nowhere near. The pink...
There's a good angle on the green from here.
Good angle on the green, apparently. Yeah, there is actually. Fair play. Fair play. Dennis, if you can see it up in that commentary box, well, I must be able to see it down here. And we're up to 30 without any reply here. There's definitely another red on. Give this a good smash. We like giving a good smash to the reds. See where it ends up. Oh, there we go. The black's sort of more in play now.
Oh, seems to be curing well today.
And in fact, that's a long pot, but I fancy it. I really do. Quite soft though. Hopefully get it off the cushion on the other side of that red that's near to it. That would be the perfect shot. But as long as we pot the black, I'll be happy. And in fact, we've played a really nice positional shot there.
Superb technique there.
Nice pot. Of course, the black's had to go on the blue spot. Because his red's already on there.
Might prove useful here.
Get a bit of screw on this. So we can get on the black. Would be nice. Or the pink. Well, I wasn't quite planning on that happening. Blimey, I didn't realise the reds would all react like that. And now we're not really on anything. That's unfortunate. Well, there's the tricky pink pot, which we never seem to get. Saying that, we did get it in the last frame, didn't we? So, let's go for it again. If we don't pot this, Matt Hindle will be back in the frame. No. Unfortunate, it was close. It wasn't far off. It wasn't far off.
Here.
But we didn't do too badly there. I think that was the best snooker we played all day. And Matt has just missed that. Well, shocking from him. Let's go for the red here. Get a bit of screw on it. That's probably too hard, so it's not going to work, that isn't, with some screw, but we might as well just try and hit it hard and pray we get some sort of position. But the pot's the most important. We've got that. That's really nicely on the black. So I'm glad we didn't interfere with that there. Hit it with a bit of top, just get it back down the table. The black will go nicely into the middle pocket. There we go. Nicely done.
8.
No position on the red though, I don't think here. That's unfortunate. The black's just interrupted any chance here. Actually, does this red go? It certainly does. Still no reply from Matt. He's done a lot more sitting down than anything in this frame. This would be a good pot if we can get it. And there we go, it's dropped.
What a shot!
Brown's on as well here. I think we're getting a lot of luck in this frame. I won't go against admitting that. This brown might not go. We might not have got the angle right, but we never know. No, it hasn't. That's a shame. Well, if he doesn't pop this red, he's a mug. If he doesn't pop this red, he ought to just forfeit the game. But we've gone a long way towards winning the third frame here. There we go. He's potted the red, and that's nicely onto the black.
Back onto the black.
But only 3 of the 15 reds available here, so we've potted 12 of them. In fact, he potted 1, didn't he? And then potted the cue ball with it, so, yeah. But he didn't pot the black there. Poor shot from him. And if we can pot this red and any colour, frame 3 is also ours. That's the red down.
1.
The yellow will confirm the frame. There we go. The yellow's dropped, and we've got position on the red. We're going to keep playing for a bit of practice here.
Let's see that shot again in the replay.
But another red, another few colours, and the frame should be over.
A nice clean pot.
Not really the position we were looking for there, but
like the brown.
Yeah, the brown seems like the shot to play, doesn't it? And if we pot that, the frame will most certainly be over. Oh, we haven't potted it, but oh well.
Poor shot there.
We can get away with a poor shot there, I think, but he needs snookers, and he has conceded. What a frame that was. The first frame was particularly close. The second frame wasn't close, and that one certainly wasn't close. But that's how we're going to leave it today, folks. I was planning to do 4 or 5 frames, but we did spend a long time in those first 2 frames because they were quite scrappy frames, but enjoyable all the same. And I hope you guys have enjoyed as well. If you did enjoy, leave a like down below. Make sure to leave some comments on the video, like if you want to get interacted with the community of the video. It'll be fantastic to see what you guys think of the match so far. But subscribe for snooker content and daily snooker content once the new Snooker 19 game comes out. But I've been TIJ Gaming. The next episode will be on Thursday, so make sure you check out for that in your sub box if you are subscribed. If you're not, of course, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button for notification whenever any of my content comes out. Make sure to click on any of the end screen elements on the screen now if you want to continue your TIJ journey. But apart from that, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.